In the heart of the wilderness, a defenseless grizzly bear cub finds itself surrounded by a pack of foxes, their intentions anything but friendly. Just when it seems like nature's harsh law is about to play out, something extraordinary unfolds. What happens next defies all expectations, and it's a moment you won't forget. He always knew the forest didn't forgive mistakes. But on that damp morning, as the scent of pine and wet soil filled the air, something told him this wasn't going to be a routine day. His boots sank softly into the earth as he ventured deeper, cautious but steady. He had walked these woods many times before, yet a stillness hung in the air, unnatural and alert, the kind that made the hairs on your arms stand up. He crouched, fingers brushing over a fresh set of deep bear tracks. The big one. A mother, most likely. But something was wrong. The claw marks were erratic, desperate. She'd been running. Following the trail, he reached a clearing where a small bear cub no older than a few months sat at the base of a fallen tree. It looked tense, ears twitching. Alone. That was never a good sign. Cubs didn't get left behind unless something had gone terribly wrong. He waited, watching. Maybe the mother was nearby. Maybe she'd return. But minutes passed, and the forest remained silent. Then came a rustle to the right. Another to the left. Foxes, at least 3, emerged from the underbrush. Orange fur, sharp eyes, hungry. Foxes didn't usually go after bear cubs. But this one was alone. Vulnerable. The predators sensed it. One fox stepped forward, tongue flicking the air. The others followed in slow, deliberate formation, circling the cub like it was already theirs. The cub whimpered, a tiny sound swallowed by the trees. It tried to stand taller but trembled visibly. No one was fooled. He clenched his jaw. The smart thing would be to walk away. Let nature take its course. But smart didn't always mean right. One fox lunged for the cub's leg. Without thinking, he stepped forward and whistled sharply. The sound cut through the air. The foxes froze, startled. He raised his rifle, not to shoot, just to show them he wasn't prey. The lead fox studied him, then barked once and disappeared into the brush. The others followed. The clearing fell silent again, tense. Now he was alone with the cub. It looked at him, terrified, shaking. It had no idea what he was or what he might do. He stepped forward. The cub flinched and backed away, instincts taking over. He let it go. What else could he do? Pick it up like a stray. This wasn't a backyard rescue. The cub vanished into the trees, but the foxes hadn't left. Not really. He could feel them, still watching, waiting. They'd be back. Then came the rustle again. Faster, closer. He glanced toward where the cub had run. If they caught it again, they wouldn't make it quickly. They'd wear it down, tear it apart. He cursed and ran after it. The cub's path was clumsy and loud, easy to follow. He caught up within minutes, just as the foxes were closing in again. He grabbed a rock and hurled it at the nearest tree. The crack startled the foxes. He raised the rifle, not to fire, just a reminder. The foxes melted back into the woods for now. The cub panted, glancing between him and the direction the foxes had fled. It didn't know if he was a bigger threat or a shield. "You're not gonna make it out here, kid," he muttered. The cub didn't understand, but it stayed. He pulled a strip of dried meat from his pack and tossed it. The cub hesitated, then snatched it up. Hunger overrode fear. That was something. But the relief didn't last. The wind shifted. He smelled them. Wolves. The cub heard it too. A low whimper escaped its throat as it moved closer to him. Soft footfalls echoed from the trees. Not just one or two. A pack. Surrounding them. He crouched beside the cub. "We need to move." It followed. Unsteady, but willing. Then came a growl. One wolf emerged. Large, scared, the alpha. The foxes reappeared, moving in sync, together. They weren't after the cub anymore. They were after him. He stepped forward toward the wolf. A challenge. Rifle raised but still unfired. A tense standoff. Then the wolf exhaled and turned away. The others followed. Victory, maybe, but temporary. They moved again, deeper into the woods. The cub at his side, not quite trusting, not afraid either. He stopped when they reached a dry creek bed. "This is as good a place as any," he said. The cub sat, exhausted, scared, alive. A howl echoed. The pack wasn't done. Scouts emerged from the trees, tense, calculating. He stood, rifle steady. The cub didn't run. Another standoff. Another retreat. The wolves faded back into the trees. He exhaled, heart pounding. "We're not done yet," he muttered. The forest watched, waiting, breathing. The cub followed close as they continued onward, not out of trust, but out of choice. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you like this story. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.